Greeting viewers, FireShark welcomes all its viewers in today's video. Today we will discuss about TCP IP model. We have already discussed about OSI model. Now we will move ahead to TCP IP model. So these are the objectives that we will cover in today's video. Overview of TCP IP model. The OSI model which we just looked at was just a reference or logical model. It was designed to describe the functions of communication system by dividing the communication procedure into smaller and simpler components. But when we talk about TCP/IP model, it was designed and developed by the Department of Defense (DoD) in the 1960s, and it is based on standard protocols. It stands for Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. The TCP/IP model is a reconciled version of the OSI model. The TCP/IP protocol suite was developed prior to the OSI model. Therefore, the layers in TCP/IP model do not exactly match in the OSI model. The original TCP/IP protocol suite was defined as having four layers. Host, which we'll see in next slide. Okay. The TCP/IP is a hierarchical protocol made up of interactive modules, each of which provides a specific functionality. However, the module do not necessarily interdependent, whereas the OSI model specifies which function belongs to each of its layers. The layers of TCP/IP protocol suite contains relatively independent protocol that can be mixed and matched depending on the needs of the system. The term hierarchical means that each upper level protocol is supported by one or more lower protocols. At the transport layer, TCP/IP defines three protocols: Transmission Control Protocol (TCP), User Datagram Protocol (UDP), and Stream Control Transmission Protocol (SCTP). The network layer, the main protocol defined by TCP/IP is the Internetworking Protocol (IP). There are also some other protocols that support data movement in this layer. We will discuss about protocols in our later videos. So, the TCP/IP model has four layers while OSI model has 7 layers. The original TCP/IP model suite, which was designed as having four layers, contains host-to-host network, internet, transport, and application layers. However, when TCP/IP is compared to OSI, we can say that host-to-host layer is equivalent to the combination of physical layer and data link layer. The internet layer is equivalent to the network layer, and the application layer is roughly doing the job of the session, presentation, and application layers, with the transport layer in TCP/IP taking care of part of duties of the session layer. So we assume that the TCP/IP protocol is made up of 5 layers, that is the physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, and application layer. The first 4 layers provide physical standards, network interfaces, internetworking, and transport functions that correspond to the first 4 layers of the OSI model. The three topmost layer in the OSI model, however, are referred as TCP/IP by a single layer called as application layer. So as we can see in this figure, how TCP/IP model is represented by a single layer called as application layer. Like we can see in the figure how three topmost layer in the OSI model are represented in TCP/IP by a single layer called application layer. Now, we will discuss about the difference between a TCP/IP model and OSI model. The TCP refers to Transmission Control Protocol, while the OSI refers to Open System Interconnection. TCP has 4 layers, OSI has 7 layers. TCP is more reliable and OSI is less reliable. TCP/IP does not have very strict boundaries. On the other hand, OSI have very strict boundaries. TCP/IP follows a horizontal approach, whereas OSI follows a vertical approach. TCP/IP uses both session and presentation layer in the application layer itself, while the OSI use different session layer and presentation layer. TCP/IP model was developed protocols than model. OSI model, developed model, then protocol. Transport layer in TCP/IP does not provide assurance delivery of packet, while in OSI model, transport layer provides assurance delivery of packet. TCP/IP model network layer only provide connectionless service, while the OSI model connectionless service and connection-oriented port services are provided by network layer. Protocol cannot be compared easily in TCP/IP model, while as in OSI model, protocols are better converted and is easy to replace with the change in technology. So that's it from today's video. We will cover the layer by layer of the TCP/IP model in our next videos. We will start with the first layer, that is the physical and data link layer. Thanks for watching this video.